Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Why do people on r/unpopular opinions always get offended when someone posts an actual unpopular opinion? I see people take everyone's opinions like a personal attack. Cause that sub is actually /r/popular opinion. With the current downvote system, a real unpopular opinion sub wouldn't exist based on your reason. Too many downvote bots and brigading happen on subs like that, where people will go as far to stalk your profile, PM you, or straight up name call you to attack your opinion. It's childish. I think it's because people are stupid. /r/unpopular opinion has become trash. Unpopular/controversial opinions never even make it to hot. What does make it to hot are unpopular opinions that are completely harmless. I like eating the rind of a watermelon, and it's better than the fruit itself. Pizza crust is better than the pizza. See, this is completely harmless, yet stupid enough to not trigger anyone in a personal way. Upvotes. Then again, there are tons of stupid/racist/wrong opinions on that subs. I say wrong/stupid opinions because they base their opinions on incorrect statements, and it all becomes a debate. I mean, some unpopular opinions are just personal attacks. Take a shot every time you see one calling trans people mentally disabled who need to be cured instead of transitioned. Except don't, cause I don't want to be sued for hospital bills over a Reddit comment, lol. Unpopular opinions is more like acceptable Reddit unpopular opinions. Kind of like in the Simpsons episode when they cast Moe on a movie. Ew, we meant Hollywood ugly, not ugly ugly. It's a massively toxic sub. Basically, the concept of it seems to just attract a huge amount of people from banned hate subs looking for somewhere else to post their edgy opinions as to why they don't like black/trans/gay people. So there's no sense really in worrying too much about what the users think there. If you agree with them, you're doing something wrong. 90% of comments/posts on that sub are either A popular opinion, B people getting offended by an unpopular opinion, C racism/sexism/homophobia disguised as an unpopular opinion. R/the 10th dentist is a better version of that sub. A lot of the time they're low-hanging fruit of unimportance. No one gives a fuck what someone thinks about Star Wars. It is a fairly unpopular opinion on Reddit to dislike Star Wars, but it's also not a surprise, and it's not important. No one cares, so it's an annoying post to see. People love to post unpopular opinions that are actually just incorrect facts as well. These are often misunderstandings of how things actually work. For example, I prefer to use a blunt knife because it's safer. That's just incorrect, it's unpopular and wrong. Then you have other posts that seem to be weird karma farming whores. I eat cherries dipped in Vaseline, kind of weird. That's definitely unpopular. It's also unbelievable and stupid. The good unpopular opinions are ones that are a bit weird, but not too extreme, that don't rely on something super subjective. For instance, there was a 10th dentist post that some dude likes to dry his hands after he washes them in his hair. That's fucking weird, and damn, it's unpopular. It's a good post. Because you're still allowed to tell that person why they're an arse for said opinion. Posting on the sub doesn't grant them immunity from that. I think the intent of the sub and the natural way of approaching upvotes/downvotes are kind of incompatible, so it doesn't really work as a concept all that well. It's because a lot of the actual unpopular opinions are based on faulty assumptions and stereotypes. There was one a while back where a guy's opinion was that it's okay for him to call all black people lazy, because most black people he's met were lazy. As you can imagine, this was inflammatory because it's ridiculous, but he tried to defend it. It eventually came out that he was a high school student in a school with exactly 2 black people. Now, those 2 black people might actually be lazy people, come in all shades, but it was certainly too small of a sample for anyone to make a valid opinion about any group of people. In other words, the guy's opinion was based on bullshit levels of observation, and the kind of assumptions and stereotypes that no reasonable opinion should be based on, and this led to quite a bit of understandable drama. So the reason that people get upset at opinions like this is often, but not always, less about feeling personally attacked, but more because so many of the opinions are based on questionable evidence at best. I mean, there's a difference between an unpopular opinion and just straight up discrimination. The sub is for I bathe with socks on, not women are inferior to men. Because Redditors are dumb. Reddit Reddit's rating system is not set to allow for unpopular opinions. Also, depending on the opinion, it can be a personal attack. If someone is of the opinion that black people are lazy, and you're black, well, that's personal even if you try to pretend like it's not. It's annoying. But a good unpopular opinion should, IMHO, be a bit surprising. Just an obvious, unpopular opinion on a subject isn't very thought-provoking. Most of the opinions are troll opinions or very badly written, and the OP is not up for discussions. Just annoying. A lot of the real unpopular stuff on the sub that makes it to hot will be sexist, misogynistic, racist, or another form of offensive. If it isn't that, it'll be something super vanilla or edgy. r/the 10th dentist is the real r/unpopular opinion. My guess? Because the subtext of /r/unpopular opinions is meant to be opinions that are unpopular for no good reason, but it turns out that most unpopular opinions are actually unpopular for a very good reason. Exactly. Actual unpopular opinions there get like 5 upvotes, and then something that someone thinks is unpopular gets 20k upvotes and 5 awards. I put on their once unpopular opinion The Witcher 3 is overrated and not that great, to which many people showed up to tell me why I was wrong. I stopped being subbed to that place because people are too immature to take actual unpopular opinions. I posted about religion being a veil for people to hide behind and do terrible things. Got permanently banned. It's a true unpopular opinion, and I see it everywhere. Saw a terrible week of news stories and decided to vent about my opinion. I have gotten bullied and harassed so much on the subreddit, I left it. They claim they want unpopular opinions, yet they can't handle them at all. It's toxic, immature, and ridiculous. Well, half the time the unpopular opinions you're describing are just racism or bigotry of some type. You don't really see that with posts like "I like grapes in pizza" or something. Also, the sub isn't asking people to blindly accept any opinions posted. For one thing, most of the posts are not opinions, just rants that would fit better at /r/off-me-chest. Just a shitpile of complaints without any opinion. Being offended or upset is not the same as holding an opinion and expressing it. When I first started following, I thought it would be "I like to eat the banana skin" too unpopular opinions, not "I don't think black people should have rights" unpopular opinions. It's 2021, everything is offensive. It's literally Reddit LMAO. A lot of the people on here don't know how to not be offended by something they don't agree with. That would require them having to rewire their entire thought process. Also, some people secretly like being triggered because they're bored and are looking for some level of excitement. They are in quarantine and looking for someone to argue with. They feel so insecure about themselves they have to make other people feel inferior by shitting on them, and think by being right that they're doing that. These people suck and I wish they didn't exist, but unfortunately this is the world we live in. Unamused face. Because that sub has turned into a place to say racist stuff. There are different ways in which an opinion can be unpopular. If you like a different artist, actor, food, movie, TV show, etc. to everyone else, then fine, you are entitled to your opinion. But if you express an opinion that is actually dangerous or damaging to the society we live in, then it is right that people react accordingly. People who promote anti-vax, anti-mask views at a time when people are dying deserve no respect and should be called out for the shits that they are. I mean, some opinions, unpopular or otherwise, are personal attacks, so that's one obvious reason right there. Look, once I posted there that I don't like SpongeBob, and I find it weird when adults watch it, not for nostalgia, and there was a guy full-on writing a comment thread with what he thought was my personal info. It is not about unpopular opinions there at all, if it ever was. That sub is so damn backwards. I remember one time I posted about "I think it's always sunny sucks," and it was heavily downvoted. So either I'm the biggest contrarian, or they don't believe in unpopular opinions. People don't want to read actual unpopular opinions, they want a circle jerk in an echo chamber. Finding dissonant opinions interesting is still counterintuitive for most people. BC, it's a facade for cancel culture. TBH, it should be renamed r/popular opinions. There's another sub, I don't remember the name, where you have to upvote things you don't agree with and downvote the others so only actual unpopular opinions rise to the front page. It's Reddit, everyone is outraged, emotional, virtuous, and correct all at once. Some things are actually personal. Other things are due to immaturity and facism. I forgot how to spell that. And I'm too tired to look it up. Reminds me of our /Amethyst hole. Sub is never used for its intention, bunch of people seeking validation in circumstances where they know without a doubt they're in the right. Our /unpopular opinion is now our /personal opinion. Because they are actually unpopular. And people either rightly have a negative response to this hypothetical abhorrent opinion on a topic, or, it's a very rare and unique perspective that unravels the fact that we are largely fed nonsense and even further that we fail to question said nonsense, and that is also unpopular. Always get offended when. Welcome to Reddit, welcome to 2021. That's just how it is nowadays. I also enjoy how people post a popular opinion that's unpopular because it's altruistic, and just karma whore the post. Billionaires shouldn't exist. Now upvote me. I'm virtuous everyone. Welcome to Reddit. Most of the time the opinions are either popular, or racist/sexist/ etc. with racist/sexist people upvoting it saying yes this unpopular opinion is right, preach. People on every subreddit get wildly offended when you have differing opinions. It's basically turned into r/ hate women black people. I used to sort by knew there a lot and almost every other post was some iteration of women are bad because of X or black people are bad because of Y. Maybe it's changed since, but for a while that was all I saw. Let's not forget the weekly Cardi B should be affected for drugging and robbing men posts too. No mention of other rappers who have based their entire careers off rapping about violence and drugs or artists who have actually been convinced on assault/murder and drug charges, only Cardi B's one-time comment about something she did in the past. No victim came forward, no crime reported/charged, therefore why should she be arrested? If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.